Hello, this is the TradeSite Forex Market Preview and International Economic Data Roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, July 10th and ending Friday the 15th, 2016. Hope you had a good trading week. Here's a look at the dollar index daily chart. Moved up a little bit this week. Got sort of a high range base handle forming here. Could be a cup and handle-ish look too. And look what we closed on. That green static trend line right on it still. That's exactly the key technical level to be watching. Let's go through some of the major pairs, then we'll go to the intra-week action, and then we'll look at the data coming out this week and get a plan. Euro dollar, nothing new here at all to look at. Pound dollar, obviously getting hit after the Brexit vote. Aussie dollar up. Pound yen down. Euro yen down. Pound Swiss down. New Zealand dollar up, about to break out to new highs. All right, so what did we get this week? We had some great days to start and then a couple of boring days at the end. Here's a look at the euro dollar. High to low for the week was not even 200 pips, 180 pips. Very light on the euro. We concentrated more on the pound. Let's look at that. High to low on the pound. A little bit bigger, about 500 pips. Monday was a little flat, but that was the 4th of July holiday here in the U.S. Then Tuesday, the big day down. Wednesday, down and back. Thursday, up and back. Friday was really dead. Actually, it got really thin for a while Friday. That's the main thing, was that we had some early winners on the pound, but then that was about it for the week. All right, let's take a look at the economic data that's coming out this week. We'll start with Sunday. Core machinery orders out of Japan, M2 money stock out of Japan, home loans out of Australia. Going into Monday, preliminary machine order, tool orders out of Japan, money supply and new loans out of China, Italian industrial production, housing starts out of Canada, Fed member speaking, labor market conditions index here in the U.S. We've got BRC retail sales monitor, PPI in the UK, PPI out of Japan, NAB business confidence out of Australia, 30-year bond out of Japan, tertiary industry activity out of Japan. Now we're into Tuesday. German final CPI, German WPI, minutes of the last UK bank meeting, inflation report hearings out of the UK. Got the small business index here in the U.S. at 6 a.m. Eastern time. Who gets up that early? Pound dollar, the pound Bank of England quarterly bulletin. Got another Fed member speaking. JOLTS job openings here in the U.S. along with wholesale inventories, 10-year bond auction. Got the FPI out of New Zealand. We got the Westpac consumer sentiment out of Australia. China's trade balance. We got the U.S. denominated trade balance out of China as well, so you know the difference now. Revised industrial production out of Japan, French final CPI, Bank of England credit conditions survey, industrial production out of Europe, German 10-year bond auction, import prices here in the U.S. We've got the rate announcement out of Bank of Canada, crude oil inventories in the U.S., and then Bank of Canada's press conference, 30-year bond auction, the Bayes book, Fed budget balance. We've got business manufacturing index out of New Zealand. We've got the RICS house price balance out of UK. Unemployment data and new motor vehicle sales out of Australia. Now we're into Thursday. French bank holiday. Swiss PPI. We've got a bank rate announcement out of the UK. Bank of England. That should be interesting after what just happened. NHPI out of Canada. PPI and the weekly unemployment claims here in the US, along with natty gas. China does a big data dump at 10 p.m., so we jump 12 hours after the natty gas number with no data, and then 10 p.m. Eastern time, China's got their GDP, industrial production, fixed asset investment, and retail sales. Going into Friday, you've got the Italian trade balance, construction output out of the UK, final CPI out of Europe along with their trade balance. That's two big numbers right on top of each other. We've got manufacturing sales out of Canada, CPI, retail sales, and Empire Manufacturing Index out of the US. CPI is one of our big three each month, so we will be half size ahead of that. Capacity utilization, industrial production at 9:15. CB leading index at 9:30. We've also got preliminary University of Michigan sentiment business inventories on Friday. And by the way, we head into options expiration for the month of July already on Friday. So what's to really look for is a lot of data this week. None of the biggest ones except for the CPI and obviously the European, some numbers out of Europe with the trade balance and everything on Friday. Be aware of that. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal 12. We will just continue to call it day by day as we usually do here for Forex. If you have not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.